Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hi everybody, welcome back. We are outside. It is a mess in the shop. Insulation, furnace, we got a hole in the ceiling. We are spending this entire weekend. We had yesterday off. We got another 3 days here, which is great. And we are working on the addition. The tool crib that we're building right now. So we have lumber everywhere. It rained last night. Everything still there. I didn't bring you guys along for the framing, and I completely forgot, but I was just in such a zone yesterday. I just wanted to get it done and knock it out. Here we are. Roller walls are in, joists are in. So what we're going to do today is we are getting set up. We're going to paint the same brown for now on all the plywood, and then once it's dry we can start sheeting everything, because I don't want to be getting in behind all this. I started moving all this yesterday, and it's all this old antique trim which is going to be burnt. Then there's like old like benches and a table. Found a couple really cool steel pieces for out in front. So we're going to drop the header down and lay it flat, disconnect our pins on this side, and then I can sheet everything and get the steel on, and that'll be a lot easier. And then we can slide it back up into place, and then we're going to do the same with the wall. This wall here is only tagged into place, and because it's a pain and I'm the only one doing this, I'm going to swing the wall in, sheet it, push it back, tag it into place, and then I'll put all the batten straps back on, and we're good. So this is going to be awesome. And then right in here is our door. We're going to utilize this gap in this space here, and that'll be perfect. So we got a bunch of that done yesterday. We didn't get started till about 11 o'clock yesterday. We had some things we had to do, but we're going to be at it today and tomorrow. Everything's in here. We're going to get ready to pour some leftover. Thank God the old man had tons of this stuff left over for the house and the shop. I'm not fussy on the color right now, but it's probably all going to end up going black at some point, or a really nice dark charcoal gray. Found these really cool. This old birdhouse, which I might actually put right up on that post and put that by the Ford truck. And then this really cool old steel grate and these crazy fucking jugs. Found 2 of them. So, and we found a really cool, like, kind of a cargo military box, and it's rusted, so it looks awesome. It's right here. Right there. And it's actually full of rusty stuff. So that's cool. So that was buried in the back underneath all that wood. Yeah, so we didn't bring anybody along for it. We didn't film anything yesterday. We just wanted to get going on it because all of a sudden there was rain coming in the afternoon. So I needed to get that framed and get it done. Oh, we need our coffee. Little bone thugs going on right now. Shout out to Uncle Charlie. All this has to get cleaned off. That's going to be tomorrow's job, because it's going to be really nice tomorrow, and we can move the cars outside. And I can pull everything off that wall, that whole corner, and get everything out of there, and then open everything up, because it'll all be sealed off on the outside by the end of today, which is awesome. Very exciting, because then I can clean up, and like I said in previous videos, get rid of all these cabinets, all this extra shit, and it helps make room outside in the other storage buildings, so I can get rid of this house stuff. And it's a process, and you guys know that. It's just what happens. It's just a busy weekend, and it's our Thanksgiving weekend here. Probably not when this video comes out. It'll probably be maybe even the American Thanksgiving when this video comes out. So that's why we have a long weekend. So I have Monday off, but I also had yesterday, which was Friday, off. So it's a nice 4-day run where I can just pull everything out, set everything up, and just bang, 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 and just go right at it, which is awesome. Because I want to make sure all this is done and everything is finished by the end of October, because that's got to come in to get the engine put in it, which I'm going down not next weekend, but the weekend after, and going down to Adam Lewis at Kentuck Lifestyle, and I'm going to be picking up all the Ford parts, the motor and everything for it. so we can get that baby up and running, and then it's mobile here. The only car that's staying in here over the winter is Aftermath. If you haven't watched any part of the Lowrider series, go check that out here. Hope you guys are having the best day ever. Let's make it happen. My goal for today is I want these sheets on that wall and that wall, so then I can put all the batten pieces up, paint the batten pieces, and get it done, so then it looks completely finished from that side. And I don't have to go back around that corner ever again, because I got poison ivy out of there a few weeks ago, and I didn't realize it was in there. And I was in there with just my Crocs on and shorts and no shirt and just ripping everything out. I was wearing gloves, but I know it touched me because I got it all over my legs, and I haven't had poison ivy since I was a little kid. I've sprayed everything in there, so hopefully it kills it all and we can move forward. But poison ivy is not fun. Remember, leaves of 3, let it be. Leaves of 4, eat some more.
Leaves of 3, let it be.
Leaves of 4, eat some more.
We went ahead, we moved this wall, and we disconnected this. This is why we only pinned and just tagged it for now, because we wanted to make this easier. Seeing as I'm working by myself, Rebecca's gone for the weekend. Trying to sheet all this and carry this over here would have been a real pain. So I just tagged everything in place, made sure I was square, all my measurements were good. So now, with this being down, I can get the plywood and the roofing steel right up against the edge, drill it all, screw it all down, and when all that's done, I've only got to go up like 7-8 inches, so I can literally just shove it right back up in, and I've got pin marks for it, so I can slide it back into place. And same as this, I can sheet this wall and I can sheet the other wall, and then once I'm done this big one here, I can just slide it back into place that way and tag it back in. Work smart, not hard. This just makes life so much easier than fighting with all this other stuff. So we're good at that. We're gonna go check and see how that stuff's drying. And next step is to get the sheeting on. It's gonna be awesome. Awesome. Okay, we are now closed in all the way around. We got a little gap up there. That's just because of where the window in the corner was. So I'm not worried. We're gonna put a block in there anyways, and we've got batten trim to go around all of it. So that's what that's for, and then this will all be insulated. But this is looking really, really good now. So we're gonna work our way around. We've got pieces right here. Yeah, other than that, we're looking really good. Well, this is good. It's been a very productive day. I love doing stuff like this. It's a nice change and a break from other shit. All right, awesome. Other one on, and then we have our batten pieces to go into place across the back. And then now, oh, it's so dark in here. It's so dark in here. So now at least we have this part closed off we will leave this little sliver open. I'm hoping for tomorrow morning, because we're getting close to going for dinner. So tomorrow morning we can get in and we will get all the cars out, because it's supposed to be nice, no rain, no wind, and I can move all this stuff out of here. Sounds easy, but all I want to do is I want to get rid of Aftermath and move Aftermath out, and then I can get all this stuff out of here and moved out into this bay. I'm gonna get rid of that stuff on the top for now, and then I'm gonna shove this up higher, because the door is gonna be about just above here where it's gonna come in. So I'm gonna shove that one up higher. I'll leave it there. The rest of this is all gonna disappear, and I'm gonna move it all out into the bay, and I can open this up properly tomorrow without cutting into it, because the door is going to be like literally right here. So all this has to come out. There's a welder down in here. It's got to come out. My mobile compressor's in there. These are going to move because they're going to swing. So there's just a bit of movement. There's a couple hours worth of just moving and getting rid of everything in here, so that when I cut out that, I don't have to worry about bumping into anything. There's definitely going to be, if I remember how we wired this shop, I wired that half to that side, and then from here over is on the other breaker for the south wall. So I'm almost positive, if I remember right, yeah, there's a plug right here, and I kept going because there's another plug right there, and I think there's one in behind here somewhere. We put a lot of plugs in whenever we wire in a shop or a working space. It's better to just have more than what you ever think you're going to need, because guess what? You're going to need them. It's just what it is. So I know I'm going to have a wire in there that I'm going to have to disconnect and reroute, which is fine, because I have plenty of 14.2 and 14.3 up there, so I can rewire that. I'm going to tag in from this new LED up in the attic space. I'm going to tag in and run down into there and run it over to one light. I'm only going to need one of those in that little space to light it up. So I'm going to run one over into there, and we can get that done. And then once I finish that, then I want to get the furnace hung up and get that thing. I picked up the threaded rod today, so we have that. We have our foam, we have tape for vapor barrier, we have our bags of insulation. We can actually, once the steel's on, then I can insulate and vapor barrier, do all that. Check back in here in a little bit, because we're gonna have more videos and more episodes for you coming. Make sure, if you're looking for anything out of our Amazon store, the affiliate link is down in the words below, along with plenty of other videos, all the links to all of our people, all of the other channels that we push, that we are behind, that we like to help out with all of our friends. So make sure you go check that stuff out, and we will see you